Well, it's that time again for the Richie Brothers auction, so we're headed out to take a look at some stuff, and hopefully the rain holds off.
S300s. Man, these all got brand new tires on them. Or at least these three do. This one got them demolition tires. That one's got new tires. I don't really want a Bobcat, but I'm betting these will bring the right kind of money. Look how big that bucket is. Holy crap. I don't really want a Bobcat, but it might fit the budget. 175 is really too small. I did really well in the last Bobcats I bought, or skid steers in general. C-Tail 80 asphalt. Takeuchi TL10 V2. Well, that sucker needs some tracks, don't it? God, that's a massive machine. I wonder what that thing's rated for. I was talking to Matt about this, and he loves the Takeuchi. He thinks it's one of the best built skid steers available. Man, I really don't want one with after treatment if I can avoid it. Maybe I'll do some more watching before I commit to what model and what year of these Takeuchis, but that thing is massive. It's huge. I'm gonna look up the specs and see what I can lift.
So he thinks that this may be a good temporary solution to not having a skid steer, since he sold them all, until he can find the one that he wants.
There's more water inside.
Yeah, I see it dripping
outside. However, it runs good. This might be an option for it. Number 735. Better put the forks down.
Yeah, somebody might run into him. I ran into the Great All Forks once with my head. And I've always saw on cartoons where if you hit your head, you see stars. Well, it's true. It happens sometimes. It hurt pretty bad.
I'll tell you one thing. That shock on that door needs fixed, because I get tired of getting smacked with doors like the Great All too.
Baby one compared to ours. starting to rain. We got lucky though when we first got here. It was good. If you want to call it that, is pretty bent. Thought it looked weird.
That's perfect. This thing was 6,000 pounds.
Oh wow, that's surprising. I don't know.
Right here, 2,900 at this point, which is 5 feet out. So all the way out at 10 feet is that 1,600, 1,500, something like that. So this would be better than a skid steer for us.
It has a chart with capacities and stuff.
This is a 4BT Cummins. That's fantastic. This is perfect for me. Absolutely perfect. Right?
I reckon.
Yeah. Look, it's already got a big dent inside, so I don't have to worry about doing that. It's got one tire that's less than great. The rest of them look good. It's pre-emissions. This is right up my alley. This is better for me than the other one. There's a sliding carriage. Nice. Yeah. Alright, you want to look at your little thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to look at that chart.
Okay.
Let's say. 4,000, 6,000. Be 6,000 max.
Okay.
Which,
That's what you thought.
I mean, I like the little ones for being compact, you know? They're a little easier.
Yeah. That's such a cute little buggy. Feels like what?
Feels like it.
Feels like what? I couldn't hear you.
Full drive works.
Oh, my phone's fogging up because of the rain.
Be thankful you don't have smell-o-vision. This one's pretty rough.
Ew. There's a debris in there.
Yep.
Is it garbage or just...
Leaves.
Oh.
It's a shame there's so much time and effort in this body. There's the rest of it's kind of useless. Just walk away.
Yeah.
Well, you talk about a confused truck. Snowplow, cat, service body. What? The definition of a bad decision. There's an 08 to 2010 F450 V10 two-wheel drive, and they put a brand new aluminum bed on it and brought it here. Wow. This is one of the things, you buy this for the bed, because what this bed costs, you'll never get that money out of this truck. Wow, unreal. Sheesh. That's a mistake. A lot of trucks here. A lot of trucks. The one I'm really interested in is this Kenworth here. I believe this is a previous Canada truck, if I recall. It's an 8.3 Cummins. It's an Allison automatic. It's apparently been at an auction somewhere, for sale somewhere. T300. I had this thing starting running the last time I was here. The batteries are a little bit low, but it did fire up okay. Got a check engine light on, which is always nice. I was looking at this truck. Alright, let's start with the miles. These miles are not correct. There's a sticker somewhere that shows what it was to add the miles, whatever. It seems to me it was 200 and something. Yeah, here. Original mileage here. And then add that. So 83,225 plus 17,000. If that's correct. I mean, I think the ECM shows a different mileage as well. So, you know, you got to blow a lot of that stuff off and forget it. But, more importantly, the cab to axle is good. And, I don't like this, but they've welded to the frame, which is unacceptable. Look at this. Rust jack pretty good there. But it is a Hendrickson air ride suspension, and the frame is long enough for my wrecker. Now granted, this is a 32,000 pound GVW truck, but I think it's an 08. I looked it over pretty good last time I was here. It's not a premium truck on a scale of 1 to 10. The appearance is okay, but it's got issues. It's got minor. They're not big, but I mean, this is definitely one of them, you know. You got rust jack in here, it's pushing this up. Again, they've welded the frame. I'd still have to move that suspension up for my truck. And the fact that it's a highway service transmission, so it won't have a PTO gear in it more than likely. But this may be one that ends up going for more money than it's actually worth, just because it's a Kenworth and, you know, the year of it, and the Cummins in it, and Alice automatic. But we'll watch it and see. It could be all right for me. I think it'll go too much, just because of what it is. And with the check engine light, like, I can't check the code, so I don't know what it is. Let's assume it's either high pressure fuel pump or after treatment, one or the other. I don't know, but we'll see. This is a contender. This was one of the primary ones I can look at, and then it's the one next to it. All right, this one's got a Jordan bed on it, which I have one of these. I can't read this. It's pretty well beat up. This is a power tilt, which is far more attractive. Looks like that cylinder's been replaced. The underside of the bed is not fantastic. If I'm going to invest into another rollback and not build one, it needs to be better than what I have. And this thing suffers from all the same problems every one of these big rollbacks that I've ever owned have. Is the deck height is way too tall. Look at that train wreck. All that boogered up wiring there, even more there. Rear stabilizer, extendable pintle hook hitch on the rear. It's probably locked up like most of them. I think this is, I can't recall if this is a Max Force engine or not. Look, but this is pretty rough. I mean, that Peterbilt that I looked at last auction was rough. This is probably close to the same caliber. It needs a pile of work. Let's see what motor it is. Got big heavy tires in the front. I don't know if it's actually a big heavy axle or not.
It's been yellow. The truck's
Been yellow?
Yeah.
Probably a Hertz rental or something. There's one like this on Marketplace that's for sale. A guy has a loan on it. And let me get that hood open. Yeah, it's a Cat A-Cert. I can't remember which motor it is, but I don't know. This is a crappy overpaint, and yeah, like I said, if I can't get something better than what I have or what I can build, then I might as well not spend my money on it. I might as well just wait. It's a heavy hood from this height. All right. That's such crap too, because it was originally white, then they went to yellow, then back to white. You'd think they would have done a better job to get it back to white. It'd been worth it. Anyways, let's keep looking.
you think the domite's going to go out?
It should with the door closed good.
Okay. Because when we walked up here, it was on, so.
This is a Kenworth T800. This one's going to bring a few pennies. Long frame, 20,000 pound lift axle, tandem drives on 24.5s. Yeah, this old girl. Ooh, look at that. Brand new cab protector. That one's going to bring a few bucks. Big floaters on the front. Look at his brother next to it. Oh, there's some money. Man, God. Tall she's sitting. Oh yeah, look at that. Big fat man cab. Cab extension. Deck plate, nice toolbox. That is beautiful. Look at that. Polished stainless. Stainless? Aluminum. Looks like stainless. Fenders. Oh, they're thick too. Look at that. All the way back here. Yeah, this was a nice heavy haul truck too. What a beauty. What a beaut, Clark.
This one's in the December sale.
Oh, December?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know why they left that open. Maybe somebody needs it jumped or something. C12 cat. Alright. Let's go over here and look at the other rollback I came to look at. Before we get too far, because we don't care about this because it's a Sterling. And contrary to popular belief, these trucks are junk. The cabs are junk. There's so much more about this, but let's look at the bed. It's supposed to be a power tilt, which it is. Airliner suspension. They're bolted in, so this frame's probably been modified, maybe. Because usually these are huck bolted. I can't say always. This is a Sterling, not a Freightliner. It does have an airliner suspension. Little hitch on the back. Bed needs deck boards. Box tube, that's bent. Yeah, that's bent right there. It's got a low deck height, I'll give it that. Low profile 22.5s. Yep, 295, 75s. 22.5. Nice tall I-beam. See, this could be okay. Here's the problem with this truck. One, it's a Sterling. Oh, that's beautiful. Two types of Sterlings. Ones that have a busted dash today and the ones that had one yesterday. Battery's dead. I didn't see a disconnect out there. And this is a C7 cat, which I despise a C7 cat. I like cat engines, I just despise that one. This truck hasn't had an easy life at all. Yeah, there you go. I'm just not a C7 cat fan. I see too many of them for sale with catastrophic engine failures, so they're not attractive. The other thing is, if you have this engine and you don't do good maintenance to it, it's almost a certainty you're going to have problems with it. If you won't spring for wiper blades, the likeness you're going to take care of the engine is probably pretty slim. Maybe, maybe not, but it'll have to be cheap. I think it, right now, at this moment, it's sitting around, right around 6,500, 7,000, and I would buy it for that or maybe a little bit more. But I mean, it's obviously not been used gently, but it would get me out of trouble. Hey, look, this is here, either again or still. I looked at this a while ago. This one's got a 12 valve Cummins in it, and it runs, but the batteries are dead, so you can't start it. It's got the miserable Lucas Girling brakes on it. The hood's bashed here in a corner. And I think this one smelled terrible like mouse. Why, yes. Yes, it does. And the batteries are dead. Tub of towels. I love tub of towels. I wish I knew somebody that worked at tub of towels and you just send me that stuff all the time, because I use them over everything. Tires are good. Again, they're going to be 10R 22.5s, which are not very attractive to many people. Typically our farmers are the guys that need these. It's got a good set though. All 6 are good. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on this. I bid on it for, I think I'm high bidder at, no, I think I ran it up to 1,500. We'll see. So a lot of times these beverage bodies will not bring much money at all because people think that they're still cut back here at the back, and they drop the frame down and makes it very, very difficult and expensive to upfit. This one's not the case. This one has a straight frame all the way back through there. It is not a drop frame, so this is a very attractive truck, and the bodies are all aluminum. We lift these things off and take them into the scrap yard. There are some companies that buy them, but for me it's not worth the time to screw around. I'd rather just take it in and drop it off and be done. But this is a newer International. I think this was air ride too. Back tires are about done. These are decent miles. I thought this was a 6.7 Cummins, if I remember right. I really don't want something this new with DEF, but if I can find the right one. Look, it was a Penske lease truck. Look, water leak or something. Let's see what we got here. 179 on the miles. I don't know about that. Check engine lights on. Better lift that hood and see what's in this. Look, the check engine light's flashing. Well, it is a Cummins, so that makes me feel a little bit better, but whatever. Like I said, I'm only interested in something if I can build something better than what I have, and I don't believe that's the case with this. Miles are good, good motor, good transmission. Again, it's going to be an HS Allison, which probably doesn't have a PTO gear, so just keep looking. This is a parts truck. It's a Max Force, probably a Max Force DT, and it's got air ride rear suspension, which is attractive. May have a good ratio rear end. It's a light one, you can tell by the looks of it with which one it is. Cab to axle is good, but nobody wants a Max Force. So in my area, if you buy a Max Force truck, you better be prepared to own it for a long time or sell it to somebody who's going to hate you, one or the other. So we just don't fool with them. We buy them for parts only. That's it. When they come with a pedigree like this, I usually pass on these. This one is, the batteries are dead, it won't crank at all, and the shifter will not gate left to right without some pretty good force, so it's probably been sitting for quite a while. It's got a lot of issues, but possibly parts. It's an ISB Cummins. I wouldn't be upset with that at all. Parts, again, parts. So there's a, I don't know, popularity amongst people to buy these TerraStar trucks and think you're going to build them into something or have something cool to tow with. My experience is I've never seen one of these that wasn't a Max Force 7 and never made it beyond, 100,000 miles without catastrophic engine failure. Now this one has a PTO on it, which is attractive. Wouldn't be unreasonable to take the cab and use for something else. The problem is, it's a lot of work, like everything else. It's all work. Look at them tires. Yeah. And confirmation. Parts only. This one looks like a piece of crap, but look underneath this thing. Look at the cross members, look at the frame. This is actually in nice shape. It could use a little bit of paint work.
Yeah.
Some deck work, but
like the braces, the paint's coming off of.
But
everything else is pretty good.
I don't know what the suspension workings look like. These two tires are decent. The back two are older, lower on tread. Yeah. here's where the real problem begins. This stuff here. But even so, it's pretty well isolated to those hangers. Back farther looks better. I'm gonna have to look back and make sure this isn't the one that had that building on it. And somebody brought it back, maybe?
Maybe.
I see there's some rust here, but it really doesn't hurt the structure. It's actually pretty nice. The whole underneath this thing is nice, except for these hangers that could use cleaned up and repainted. They're not. I don't see any holes. Man, the actual suspension arms look good.
Oh,
There must be a problem with these shocks or something.
I can't see under there. So.
Oh, they're limiting straps. Okay. Man, the brakes are like brand new too. This might be the bill of the ball for treatment.
If this was the one with the building, you'd be able to see
it had stuff
the deck.
welded, didn't it?
I think, but you'd definitely be able to see something that big.
Yeah.
There'd be evidence. So I don't
The
think
only
this
old
is-
like is the spread axle. We don't need a spread axle. We need them tight. We gotta get tight places. Those tires are. All the tires are okay. This is the problem I was saying about rain. Like, it doesn't make it as easy to identify, the bad sides of tires. Those two look newer. It'd be adequate for us. They're Hub Pilot. I ain't hating on this one.
Couple RGNs here, but I think he's shied away from that idea for now.
It needs a hunk of C-channel fixed, doesn't it?
Looks like it.
Oh boy. You know what though? The rest of it looks okay. I don't see anything else really alarming. Just needs that C-channel replaced left to right. It didn't even bend that way. I guess it did bend it a little bit here. It's like they wrapped a chain around something, pulled on it. I don't know. That went up. That went over. I don't know. It's a Scooby-Doo mystery. See the wear on the tires on the inside edge, not on the outside? That axle may be bent. Or, whatever happened, it pulled that axle this way a little bit, so it's scrubbing the inside of the tires, which would mean the outside over there would be possibly wearing a little more, or it bent the end of it. I guess we'll have to look and see which is which. Yeah, you can see the bend right here. Look at the back and look at them two front tires. Look like that tires turn like that? That back one?
You're asking the wrong person. It kind of looks like it to me,
I believe
but I'm not good at telling if something's straight or not.
Disappears before you get them all in line.
Yeah, I think it's a little tweaked.
The Delco trailer, which is actually a good quality brand. $25 total.
These toolboxes are usually rusted away, but this one's actually in good shape for the year.
So this side, I believe, is straight. What I'm doing is looking down there to see if I can see the the front of the front tire, the back of the front tire, the front of the rear tire, and the rear of the rear tire, all the sidewalls lined up. If they all line up, that's a pretty good indication that we're pretty straight. At least as best as I can tell my eye. Well, the tread's telling the same story. It says it's going down the road pretty straight. So that side over there is probably bent. I don't know what that axle cost. 500, 600 bucks maybe? Man, you can actually see it right here. Look how it's kicked back. You can see this is kicked back.
Oh yeah. Well, that's probably why it's here.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Better be cheap.
We're not sure if this one's in sale this time.
I don't see anything that says this sale or not.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Let's have to look.
I can't believe I'm saying this is a 30,000 GVW trailer with this small of an I-beam. I don't know, but it's pretty clean. The underside is really nice. It's 25 foot with air brakes. I like that. And then, of course, they got the Penske trailers as far as the eye can see, which we're not buying because I've seen them online and they sit up there forever. And there's not much money to be made, at least the ones I've seen, for what they've gone for. I think it's a 386, Pete 386 or something. Remember, I don't have my glasses on to tell you what model it is. Anyways, something's wrong. It's in op. There's wires hanging down by the starter, is what the description says. So I don't know if they had the starter out to see if the engine was locked up or something and didn't put it back, but something is wrong for sure. I'd like to get that herd bumper tilted. I didn't bring anything to turn them loose to lift the hood. See if I can find something.
Wow, that thing's kind of a pain, huh?
That would be annoying.
Yeah.
You'd have to have a real good use for that. Looks like cables are there. Grab the front of this so it doesn't slam down.
Okay. That's it. Hang on, my umbrella's stuck on this truck. Okay.
I don't see any wires hanging at the starter. Got a PTO on it too. Ooh. Oil's over full. Smells like diesel. Well, I don't see any wires hanging there, so I don't know if they're mistaken or if I'm missing them. Look at that. 4 new batteries. What's that tell you? Those are working. Everything looks to be hooked up. Oh, I tell you, that's some small battery cables for this motor. I wonder if they've forgotten it. That's all there is in 2 little cables to start it. These are. Well, we can't check much, so let's close her up. Well, I didn't get the T300 Kenworth, but you know what? I think I can find a better deal. I did like the color. The condition was acceptable. That transmission, not having a PTO, was going to be a little bit costly if I didn't have one, but I wasn't sure if I did or not, but I bid accordingly. It went for more than I was willing to pay. It was only a $500 bid more than mine, but the thing about it is, that may not be where it would have ended, and I could have been thousands of dollars higher. Anyways, regardless, I didn't get that. I didn't get most of the stuff you saw, but I did get some stuff. So we got to get Clifford, the big red dog, ready to go, because we got stuff to pick up. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Catch you on the next one.